Hey Leo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, possibly Venus, depending on what shows up today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into today's reading. Go ahead and inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. Okay, let's go ahead and start and see what Spirit wants to let us know today. It's going to be for Leo for January 2021. Leo for January 2021. Leo. All right, one more and then we'll be ready to go. For Leo for January 2021. Leo for January 2021. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. So there's something that you have that you're kind of heavily thinking about, contemplating, having a lot of mental conflicts within your environment. Let's go ahead and use these. We're going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers so that we can get more in-depth reading again. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may or may not apply. If some pieces resonate and other pieces don't forget to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter just to get additional information. But being that it's a general reading, it's not going to be able to resonate fully with every single person. Let's see what Spirit wants to let us know for Leo for January 2021. One more shuffle and we'll get started. Thank you, Spirit, for Leo for January 2021. Things are going to get better, Leo. 2021 is going to bring a lot of changes. I feel like right now you have a lot of mental confusion, which is causing it a little difficult for you to really decide what it is that you're wanting to manifest and create. But just know that you do have that within you. It's just a matter of deciding. So as I've always told everybody, I'm not one of the readers who are like, oh, that's too many cards, I'm not going to take them. We will always read the energy on this channel because I feel like a Spirit put it out. She has it out here for a reason. So this Ten of Swords is related to your foundation, your stability in some way, shape, or form with the Four of Wands, clarifying that. We're going to move these over here. So bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords and the Four of Wands. So there was a long-term relationship that you had that caused you a lot of stress, lots of mental anguish, probably chipped away at your confidence in some way, shape, or form. Your current energy, you have the Three of Swords with the Knight of Wands. So I feel like somebody had like player tendencies that kind of ate away at your self-esteem and left you feeling brokenhearted. I feel like now they're looking at the situation and I feel like they're kind of realizing how they did wrong, how they could have done better. But it doesn't matter at this point, is what I'm getting from you. You got very tired of all the fighting with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands. There was a lot of fighting and a lot of difficulty. You decided to put those burdens down. You didn't want to deal with them any longer. but you're still feeling brokenhearted about it. But nonetheless, you're not willing to like reinvest, it doesn't look like. And from what I can see, I think that's a smart decision. Your underlying energy, you have the 10 of Cups with the King of Wands. So I feel like you do want to have a loving connection. You're willing to, you're thinking about how you want to like move forward in passion. You want to have a new inspiration come in that you can feel like completely loved and nurtured in. In your recent past, you have the Angel de la Nuit with the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like in your recent past, you really had to go on to a self journey to get that balance that you were seeking. And I feel like it's still a work in progress at this time. You're not fully confident in the way that you would like to be, but you're working on it. You're spending a lot of time nurturing yourself. And in your recent past, you started investing in yourself instead of investing in other people again. And that's starting to bring you into balance. It's starting to make things feel like it's more fair. In your crowning energy, you have the 3 of Pentacles clarified with the Devil card. So I feel like you're thinking heavily about how you were investing in a relationship with somebody and it was a toxic connection. You're looking at how they didn't invest in the way that you did. You were trying to build with somebody, but you ended up just building with yourself and by yourself because the toxicity, the other person wasn't investing in the way that you were. In your near future, you have the Ace of Cups clarified with the 8 of Wands. So I feel like in your near future, there's going to be a new offer of love that's going to come in pretty quickly. And I feel like it's somebody who's been wanting to provide this offer for a while. But being that you were tied up in a relationship, I don't feel like they really see you as a person who's interested in dating multiple different people at the same time. So now that they're noticing that you're single again, I feel like a new person will be coming in. We're going to pull some additional clarifiers to get more information on that. How you see yourself, you have the Magician with the Moon card. So I feel like due to a lack of confidence, you know that you can create anything that you want to with the Magician here, but you're not sure how to create it, what you want to create. You're kind of like still confused and have a lot of emotional muddy water, kind of, so to speak, with this Moon card here. You're trying to like reevaluate what it is that you want to create, but you're not fully clear on that right now. How other people see you, you have the Queen of Wands with the World card. So other people see you as somebody who's very passionate, very attractive, that you're starting to take a new leap of a new adventure in life. But they see you as being fully abundant, being fully like attractive and intriguing. Your hopes and or fears, you have the 2 of Wands clarified with the Fool card. So you're hoping to choose a new path. You're hoping to take a leap of faith, but at the same time, you're scared to make the wrong decision. Your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the 6 of Cups, which speaks about nostalgia. And to clarify that, you have the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. So this, the final outcome, should things remain the same, somebody's going to want to build something with you, but you're going to have a hesitation that they're going to be sneaky and trying to get away with things. There might be some argument, or there might be a conversation that's kind of heated, where you're reflecting back on things, and you're going to like really not... You're not going to deal with any bullshit, basically. If somebody's like trying to trick you, you're going to call them on it. You're not going to be confused any longer. Like the moment you pick up a vibe that something's shady, you're calling them on it. Because all you're seeking is love. And this person in your past, whether it's the person you're disconnecting from or somebody else, you're willing to give them an opportunity to speak. But at the same time, the moment that they start with things that you're getting that feeling of like they're lying to you and being deceptive, you're calling them on it and you're cutting them off. You want to move forward and have love. You want abundant love. You want an authentic love, a real love, a genuine love where you can feel like yourself, feel like it's what's meant for you, what it's that it's healthy and nurturing, something that's gonna like feed your soul and feed your heart. Where it's going to be somebody who's going to be putting into the connection just as you are. Sorry, this is the new deck, and they're kind of like big. hard to shuffle. I'll try over here. For Leo for January 2021. Leo for January 2021. Yeah, you're going to be clearing, you're finishing clearing things up within yourself about like I feel like people were trying to eat away at your confidence or make you feel insecure, and you're like trying to like basically reevaluate yourself, realize how awesome you are, and realize that they were just like, they weren't being authentic, and they were trying to like basically distract you by making you feel less than, so that they didn't have to be accountable. And you're reviewing that energy now, and knowing what's yours and what's not, and anything that is residual within you that needs to be healed, you're working on that and building your confidence back up. I'm getting that we got one more shuffle for Leo for January 2021. All right, one more, sorry. Yeah, you're heartbroken still, but you're not letting that hold you back, and you're trying to heal that. You're trying to move on from that. Let's see, what do we want to focus on? Let's do your future. So the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Coins. So in your near future, you might have a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries coming at you. Or I'm getting like this is where you're loving yourself more, healing yourself. And once you get that healed, you're going to start looking at what it is that you want and what comes from there. Seven of Coins. And that's going to bring you into the Sun card. So let's review this. In your near future, you have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So this speaks about like a new love offer, a new opportunity coming in. There'll be some communication. It might be unexpected. It's going to come in kind of fast as well. It's going to be something that's passionate, and it gives you the opportunity to look at how you want to build things going forward. And that's going to bring you into great abundance. It's going to be the most joy. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and it's also very enlightening. It's you can't hide much. You can't hide anything really in the light of the sun. So I'm getting like, once you go through this opportunity, once this person realizes that you're single again, they're going to want to come in. They're going to want to see how they can build things with you. Like, how do we get our relationship to grow? What do you need from me? What can I expect from you? And that's going to, and then I also just noticed, like, look at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers are down there as well. So in your near future, as you are healing or like finishing up the healing process, there's going to be somebody that comes in, and it's going to be very passionate. It's going to start a new spark for you, and they're going to want to, like, both of you guys are going to kind of like take your time, even though you have an interest in each other, and it's going to feel very passionate. Both of you guys are going to take your time to build a really solid connection. I think it's beautiful. Let's see. How do you feel about yourself? What is it? The clarification. How did they get to start building? Bringing clarification to building for Leo. Okay. So, in regards to this Magician and Moon energy for how you feel about yourself, so you want to create something, but you're kind of like stuck in that emotional trauma still, and kind of a little bit of not having full clarity on it yet. You have the Hangman, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Coins, and the Three of Swords. So you're not sure how to move forward right now because of like a truth that's been shed, or like like intuitive information that you've received, but you're trying to start fresh and to clean that negative energy out, but you're still like feeling this heartbreak. So I feel like Spirit is really wanting that to be healed. Tell us about the Three of Swords. advice for the Three of Swords, please? The Death card and the Eight of Cups. So Spirit's advising you to walk away from this hurt that you're feeling. Just notice that, so I was telling another sign earlier this week, things don't happen to us or around us to cause us pain. It's to teach us something. And when we hold on to that hurt, instead of realizing the lessons that we have to grow in it and the lessons that we were meant to learn, it just festers, and then it creates more of that difficulty. So even though we might have already learned the lesson, because we're holding on to that energy, we'll continue to have that same experience. But here, Spirit's advice regarding that is the Death card and the Eight of Cups, which speaks about letting that energy die already, allowing yourself to feel the hurt and the pain, understanding it's okay, learn the lesson from it, use it as a tool instead of a weakness. Find your strength in it instead of allowing it to defeat you and shape the way that you see relationships going forward. The Death card speaks about allowing transitions. The Eight of Cups speaks about walking away from something because it's not emotionally fulfilling. So Spirit's really advising you to walk away from that energy. Clarification on final outcome. You have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords again. So Knight of Swords being speaking your truth, having like clear conversations. Four of Swords is what comes after the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is that hurt, that like a heartbreak. Four of Swords is learning our lesson from it and moving on forward from it, like growing from it instead of allowing it to defeat us. And that's to clarify your final outcome. And your final outcome was the Six of Cups, which speaks about nostalgia. So I feel like some of you might have had this hurt by this person for a long time, or it's somebody that you were in a relationship for a long time, or it was something where they repeatedly hurt your heart, or did it very dramatically. But you're wanting to move forward to this Two of Cups, and in order for you to move forward to that Two of Cups, you have to have clarity within yourself. You have to bring clarity and truth to your thoughts. Clear out the difficult energies with the Four of Swords here. Like, be truthful about the hurt. Realize that, yes, you did get hurt. It's okay to feel hurt, but what was the lesson for you to learn from it, and how do you move on from it? Any advice for Leo? Any additional advice for Leo for January 29th? You have the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. So again, it's just reiterating, move away from this brokenness that you have within you. Learn the lesson and accept it gracefully. There's always a lesson to be learned in our pain, but it doesn't mean that we have to carry it around from us. With this, the Ten of Swords speaks about like just feeling emotionally hurt beyond repair, and causing a lot of mental anguish. But you're being, with the Chariot card, it's encouraging you to move away from that energy. And the best way to move on from that energy is to learn the lesson that's there to learn, and then move on from it and appreciate and accept it. The bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands. So pick your new path. Decide how you want to behave going forward, who you want in your environment going forward, who deserves to have a seat at your table and who doesn't. And even if it's not those same type of people, you can realize and notice those characteristics. So maybe if somebody starts to show shadiness that you've recognized in your past, use that as an opportunity to be like upfront with them with this Knight of Swords. Let them know, hey, I don't appreciate the way that you're speaking to me. I don't appreciate the way you're treating me. This is how I expect to be treated. And if they can't, then just let them go. Remove them from your table. That way, when you're sitting down at the end of the day, only the people who feel nurturing and loving towards you, and that you feel like they've really got your back and that they have a good, honest, invested interest in you, only there's room for them, and they can help heal you. But first and foremost, you're supposed to be healing yourself. You have to take ownership of that. Other people cannot control our thoughts or our feelings. So we have to have our ownership in that. Accept the fact that it was hurt, but move on from it. Allow love to come in. And love's not going to be able to come in, at least not the love that you're wanting, until you can clear up that energy. Because we draw in the energy that we're of that same frequency. So if you're walking around still feeling hurt and defeated in something, that's what you're going to draw back to you, is more of that situations to cause more of those same feelings. But once you can let that go and learn your lesson, say, okay, that person really treated me like shit, but now I know what I want because I know what I don't want. And now I can speak my voice and use, like, stand up for myself and know what's right and wrong and be willing to say it because I've learned my lessons, because I value myself, because I know how strong and amazing I am. Because even though they won't acknowledge it, they see how I'm the shit too. So stand in your power, Leo. You deserve it. You deserve beautiful, great things in life, and they're wanting to come in. You just have to make space for them. Like, if you have a closet full of clothes that don't fit you, that you don't feel joyful in, that it just doesn't make you feel attracting, clean it out so that way there's room for the new things that do make you feel good. So go ahead and go through and clean out your energies, clean out things that are no longer serving you, so that way you can be joyful and abundant, and then bring in your soulmate. Okay, Leo, this has been your reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this reading. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light, always.